Redstone scientist.
What's up guys, the Redstone Scientist here, and today I have a little tutorial for you. So where we are now, this is my old survival world that I was playing in before I started my Uncharted Craft series. And here is my storage room over here. And this is all completely automated. Now if you notice, each item gets 2 full double chests for whatever item you want. And you can even add more double chests if you like. So this goes on for a while, and all I have to do is, these levers are just to turn on and off the draining the chest and on and off the dropper tower. But all I have to do is put my items in here. Let's put them in there, just like this. And it'll funnel it through this whole system, it'll sort it automatically, and then it'll dump whatever's left over that couldn't be sorted right in here. Now this is my own design. It is an incredibly efficient design, especially since it allows you to have 2 double chests full or more. And I'll go over the perks of it in a second, so I'll see you in a testing world. Alrighty guys, so here it is. This is what we're going to be learning how to do today. This is 2 columns of the sorting system. Now this is not super small or anything. I believe it is 11 by 9, 11 in this direction and 9 in this direction, and then however wide you want it to be. It's completely tileable, it is completely overflow protected, and what that means is that no matter what happens to the system, if something breaks, if one of these breaks, it will not affect any of the other things. And also, it is almost impossible for one of these things to break unless you just have an inordinate number of items, which will probably not happen, but if it does, there is room to walk through here and fix it, which is good. So another great thing about this is it allows you to have this efficient, compact storage with 2 double chests worth of each item, and you can have 2 types of item per column, which is a really great advantage that a lot of sorting systems don't have. Another thing is it is very fast. It works incredibly quickly. A lot of designs do not have that perk of being able to be very compact, very efficient, and relatively small for what it does. This is my favorite type of sorting system, just partially because I made it. I'm sure something else like this exists, but it is really fantastic, and it allows also a lot of people put their stuff in this configuration already, so you can easily install it into some items that a sorting area you already have, which is really great. So let's get started. Here are the materials you are going to need. You're going to need 29 of the same type of block. It's very important to make it out of the same type of block because chests are not a full block, so you can sort of see through to the redstone a little bit, and if you make it out of the same block, then it minimizes the, it makes it look more solid, like it's a more solid wall. So 29 of the same block. We're going to be using yellow stained clay because I think that looks good with the chests. 4 glowstone, that's optional, but that acts as both lighting and a place to put the item frames, and of course 4 item frames, if that's how you want to do it. Then you're also going to need 10 pieces of redstone dust, 4 redstone torches, 4 redstone repeaters, 4 redstone comparators, 28 hoppers. Remember, this is for 2 columns, so it is a bit resource heavy on the hoppers, but it really is worth it. And especially if you have an iron farm, this is really resource light. And 8 chests and 8 trap chests. So I'll just give you a second to look at that. Alright, and let's get started. Alright guys, so we are going to be doing this tutorial in steps. Here is step 1, which is to prepare the place you're going to put it. Remember, you're going to need this as wide as you want, the number of things you want to be, plus 2. Plus 2 on either side, or 1 on either side, rather. And you're going to want to make your base where it's going to be the same block type as the thing you're going to be making it out of. So remember, I said 29 yellow stained clay. Well, you're going to need more if you want to make the floor the same color, which you should probably do. So this is going to be where all the redstone goes. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is to prepare the front version of what it's going to look like, so with all the chests and everything. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put 2 chests like that, and 2 trap chests like this, and then I like to keep the same type on top of each other, so 2 chests like this, and 2 trap chests like that. Then we're going to put pieces of glowstone on top of each of these, and then a chest here, a chest here, a trap chest here and here, trap chest here and here, and a regular chest here and here. And then finally we're going to put glowstone on top of these. And then if you like, you could save this for the end, but I'm going to do it now. You could put your item frames on the glowstone, and there you go. Now I'm going to be building this in the order you should build it in survival mode, because it can be difficult to reach some of the redstone when you're building it. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks and place a repeater right there. Then right next to that, on the right side, we're going to place a piece of redstone dust. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your building blocks and place one here and here, right in front of the redstone and the redstone repeater. Now you're going to take your torches and place one on each one of these blocks. Now we're going to go back to the back right here, and we're going to place blocks right there and right there. And then finally on the right side, this is the side that does not already have a repeater on it, we're going to place a repeater. And then you are going to want to take another one of your building blocks and place it right behind that repeater. And there you go, that is the very first layer done. Make sure you completely finish the first layer before moving on to the second one, all across your sorting system. Now you're going to, on the left one right here, the side with the repeater, you're going to place another block, and on the side without a repeater, you're going to leave that blank. And then you are going to place on top of these, you're going to place more building blocks. Now, make sure you shift-click so that you don't accidentally adjust the repeater. You want to make sure that it's set to 1 tick. Now you're going to place another building block on top of this repeater. Again, make sure you shift-click. Now you're going to take your redstone dust and put some here, and here, and here, and here. Next thing you want to do is you want to take your comparators, and you're going to want to put them facing in this direction. You're going to want to put one here and one here. And then you're going to take your building blocks once again, and you're going to place the building block right in between these comparators, just like that. And now to complete this part of the sorting system, all you got to do is place another building block right here in front of this comparator so that it hooks up to this. And there you go. That is the bottom part of the sorting system done. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go to the side that has the block in front of the comparator that's sticking out a little bit, and you're going to put another block on top of it, and then put a block to the left of it. So you're going to want to put it just like that. And now we're essentially going to start the same thing again. So we're going to take our repeater, and on the side that did not have the repeater before, so this time it's going to be the right side, because the left side originally had the repeater. So on the right side, now you don't have to do it like this, but I like to do it like this. So on the right side, you're going to put a repeater, and then on the left side, you're going to put the redstone. So you notice here there's a repeater, and here there is not. There is a repeater, and there is not. Now you're going to want to take your building blocks again and place 2 of them right in front of the repeater and right in front of the redstone. And then you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. Place one right behind the repeater and right behind the redstone. Now you want to go to the side that didn't stick out before. So on the right side, it's sticking out, but on the left side, it's not. So we're going to go to the left side because that was not sticking out before. And you're going to want to place blocks just like this so that you've got this little dip here, just like that. Now you want to make sure it's on this one that's sticking out that you're going to place a repeater. All the repeaters here are set to 1 tick exactly, so don't bother changing any of them. Now you're going to want to move back to the front side, and you're going to want to place your torches here and here. Now make sure that they are offset by 1 from these torches. So you see how these torches are over here, go back 1 block, and the torches are up here. Now just like last time, you're going to want to go to the side that does have a repeater on it, so that would be this one right here on the right side, and you're going to want to place another building block just like that. Once again, at this point, make sure that all of this is done for all of the rows on your sorting system. And now you're going to want to place on top of all of these repeaters, you're going to want to place another building block, and on top of the redstone too. Make sure you shift-click so you don't adjust any of the repeaters. Now this is the exact mirror of last time, so you're going to put redstone here and here, and redstone here and here. Come around to the front again and place our comparators, one here and one here, and we're going to take a building block once again and place it in between the comparators. Now if you take a look right here, you can see that they are exact mirrors of each other, just like this. Same with the redstone and how it sticks out and everything. Now you're going to want to go in front of this comparator and place another building block so that it hooks up to this redstone. And that is your entire sorting system wiring done. Now you just got to place in the hoppers. We're going to funnel the hoppers in just like this, and also funnel them into right here. Now then, you're going to want to come out 2 hoppers from there, and same on the other side, just like that. The hoppers are identical on each of the columns, but the wiring is not, as you saw. So now that you've got these hooked up, you're going to want to put these hoppers, one going into the comparator and one going into the building block. So you can see here that this one is facing into the comparator, and that one over there is facing into the building block. Next up, you're going to want to put your hoppers in that are going to bring all the items across. Now, this can go in either direction, but in this example, I'm going to be making them go to the left. So I just put this hopper here just so I can funnel stuff off of it. So that's all you need. These two facing in the same direction. So these are both going left. Now you have finished the hoppers for the bottom part. So now we're going to put an extra set of hoppers on top of these for the top, and now we're going to go back 1, 2, 3 hoppers just like that. Same on the other side, 1, 2, 3 hoppers just like that, all funneling down into the chests. Next, once again, you're going to want to place a set of hoppers going into the comparator and into the building block. So here you can see it's going into the comparator, and on the other one, it's going into the building block. Now you're going to want to take another set of hoppers and place them on top here in the opposite direction that these were going. So you see these are going to the left, so we're going to make ours up here go to the right. So we're going to just place a placeholder block there, and just like that, so now they're going to the right. These are going to the right, and these are going to the left. And now your circuits and hopper systems are done. Okay, so I just went into MC Edit and I copied what we just did a whole bunch of times. So on this side, notice that all the hoppers are going in this direction, and all the hoppers down here are going in this direction. This chest right here, this is where all of your extraneous items are going to be dumped. This is for the items that cannot be sorted. Now you're going to want a dropper tower. This doesn't actually work, but for the example purpose, you're going to want to put a dropper tower going up into this hopper here. So you're going to want to come 2 out from your first column, 2 out just like this, and have your dropper tower go into this hopper right here. So your items are going to snake around like this, and then you're going to want to have 1 out from your last column. You're going to want to put another hopper going into this one, going all the way down into here. Essentially, you're connecting up the end of this to the beginning of this. So this way, your hoppers go all the way across here, and essentially, they just snake around like that, if that makes sense. This is actually my second take, that's why I already have it built. If this still doesn't make sense, please let me know. Now let's say you want more than 2 double chests for an item. Let's say these hoppers. All you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go into the bottom part here and find the one that you want to include, so these right here. You're going to take out the hoppers and everything that's involved in sorting this part. You're going to want to leave this one, though, and you're also going to want to leave these 2 that go into the chests, and all you're going to do is just place a hopper on top of this. So just on the one above the chest, you're going to place a hopper there, and it's going to include those 2 double chests in your sorting system. So now these hoppers are going to have all 4 of these chests to sort. Now then, in order to make sure the sorting system actually works, you're going to want to go to every single one of the hoppers that is going into a building block or a comparator, which is this row down here, and you're going to want to place in a block that you would never use. In this case, it's glowstone. Of course, I'm going to use glowstone, but for this example, I'll use glowstone. You're going to want to place it in these 3, just 1, and then 18 in the second one. And you're going to want to leave this space blank. This space is for the actual item that's going to be sorted. So you're going to want to do that in every single one on the bottom, and then at the top, you're going to want to do it on these 2. So on all of the hoppers that are going into blocks or repeaters, you're going to want to do that. Now, when you're ready to program it, all you have to do, first you're going to want to make sure you have your items in the appropriate item frames, and then you're going to want to write down somewhere, because it's going to be hard to remember if you have a lot, in order, the following order. So you're going to want to write down redstone, torch, comparator, repeater, etc., all the way across the top here. And then when you get to here, which is the fence, you're going to snake around to the right on this one. So this door, then this door, and then you're going to want to go in this direction until you get to the daylight sensor here, which is going to be your last item. So it's going to go around like this. It's just going to snake around the same way that the items snake around. And then all you're going to want to do is, going into your dropper tower, you're going to place the items in the same exact order. And what that will do is that will automatically program all of the hoppers. Okay, that is about all I have time for today. If any of this didn't make sense, please let me know. This is my very first tutorial, and hopefully you enjoyed this and it was very useful to you. All right, thanks for watching.